You'd all been wondering what happened to this, eh? Not seen the old van in a while, not picked up a tool on it since, don't know, middle of last year, the end of last year. Funny thing is, it's actually, there's not that much more to do in the bloody thing. Could do with a bit of a clean now. Could do with a bit of a clean, yeah. Hey. So, I think I'm going to call this one World War III update. As we already know, the Russian military have just absolutely overpowered the Ukraine. They managed to do it in, what's that, 2 or 3 days, which is mind-numbing, isn't it? It just shows you how powerful that military were. I tacitly follow Russian politics. For years I always thought the future of Europe lay with trading across the Russian border, and to the extent I still do. Now, I seen a video of Vladimir Putin a couple of weeks ago, and he said in a quiet voice he didn't look very happy, and it's pretty obvious now that he's absolutely raging, isn't it? I've seen a video a couple of weeks ago saying if NATO don't move their forces back from his border, he was going to do it. So, the Ukrainian government, I actually feel sorry for the little Zelensky character, the clown that ended up running the post. The Ukrainian government, they should have negotiated, shouldn't they, you know? And I know the Ukrainian government were also shelling the Donbass area in Ukraine. That was really stupid. Is bombing Ukraine a good idea? No, it horrifies the life out of me, so it does, my goodness, for poor people. Could you imagine being Ukrainian just now? Bloody cruise missiles flying over your head and tanks rolling down your streets and all this type of stuff, you know? Just absolutely horrible, isn't it? So I think Russia have... I've got to stay at that, man. Russia have got their objective together, haven't they? In that they have absolutely terrified the life out of America, NATO, the EU. From a military standpoint, what they did in a matter of a couple of days it's astonishing. You know, I don't think there's ever been a more efficient, and I use the word efficient, military operation in the history of the planet. To be able to suppress an entire country of what, 50, 60 million people inside a day or two is just bonkers, you know. So that's obviously a message to America and the West. We should actually start listening to these people, and we should start having decent relationships with them and communicating, you know. So my heart and soul goes out to the Ukrainians. It really does. People everywhere, by and large, are generally good people, aren't they? It's governments that are shit. I mean, I don't like the British government, I don't like the Scottish government. I'm sure that a lot of Ukrainians don't like their government. And I honestly don't think it was Russia's place to change the Ukrainian government. That's up to the people of the Ukraine if they want to do that. They don't want to do that. You know, they're poor souls. The CIA overthrew their country in 2014, installed a puppet government. The Russians took Crimea. Well, the Russians were already in Crimea, weren't they? They had a skunking big military base in there. Whoever advised Madeleine Albright and the CIA at that time, yeah, hopefully they're sacked or maybe been put against a wall or something like that. Would be really stupid. So Madeleine Albright and the CIA, John McCain, the usual suspects, they go down there, try to cause crap. Russia, with the base in the Crimea, just overpowered that right away. The Donbass area, which is predominantly Russian speaking, they weren't interested in getting involved with the CIA coup. They got bombed for 7 or 8 years. So the Ukrainians lost a large swathe of their country through, I would say, CIA interference. And now the entire country is going to be under the control of the Russian military for the next foreseeable future. So, bad times in Europe. Them doing a lot of again, this channel's not about politics. I've not pulled the van out in months. It's amazing. Still lots of work to be done, but think about where we were, you know. Hopefully the weather in Scotland's going to pick up a little bit and I'll be able to get back in the tools. I've been busy doing other stuff, so where was with this? Right, there's an existential threat to Scotland here as well. I do not believe for 1 minute that Vladimir Putin would have taken the military action that he has unless he had thought everything through, up to and including suppressing the NATO military, European militaries as well. Where we are just now, if we go that direction, about 25-30 miles, there's a skunking big nuclear weapons depot and a submarine base. I'm utterly convinced that within 100 miles of where I'm standing just now, there'll be 2 or 3 Russian nuclear submarines sitting waiting for a phone call telling them to whack the utter shit out of Fazoin and Coolport. So I would say this is possibly the biggest existential threat Scotland has ever seen. The Westminster government are absolutely insane. We've got little Nicola Sturgeon prattling on about NATO membership and all the rest. Like, get NATO in the bin. NATO are not going to protect anybody. It's a members club that you don't want to be part of. They bankrupt people, they attack countries for no reason whatsoever. Just forget about all that stuff. And if you're Scottish, have a look in your heart, have a think, have a serious thing. Look at your kids, look at your family and go, why are these things here? Why have we got 220 American nuclear warheads sitting in our country? That is not making us safe. That is making us a major, major target. And at times like these, extraordinary times like these, that's the type of stuff you have to think about, you know. So I was very, very, very pro Scottish independence in 2014. I don't think we've got the political leadership just now to do it, but at the same time, the sooner Scotland gets away from Westminster, develops its own defence policy and gets that stuff out of our country, the better. Okay, so political rant, pulled the van out, not seen that in ages, got a clock white paint in it, needs some TLC, but hopefully will this be the year that I finally go camping in Mold Van. Keep watching the channel, find out. Sorry about the tangent I went on today, however it's got to be the top point at the moment, hasn't it? Christ almighty, the amount of firepower the Russians have managed to get into the Ukraine in a matter of hours is absolutely astonishing. And it's not just me that's noticed that, it's got to be NATO, the American military and everybody else. I'll put my cards on the table here. I do not think anybody could fight them on European soil. It's just insanity to think that you could, right? So hopefully the next video is going to be a bit cheerier than that one, you know. Thanks for watching, and I hope I've not freaked you out too much. Take care, right, bye bye.